The internet has become a very important part of our lives, to the point that nowadays you can't even imagine a life without having access to the web. The way the internet has grown shows one thing: it will become increasingly important throughout history and in our immediate future. However, the internet is also a place, if we can call it that is versatile. You can find everything there, and in depth, far from the sight of most internet users. There are some of the darkest and most terrifying examples of web pages that no one would believe could exist. Here are the 7 most terrifying and inexplicable pages on the internet. Number 7. The hidden Wiki. Including the hidden wiki in this ranking was pretty predictable. What is the hidden wiki? Well, let's try to sum it up briefly. It's the gateway to the deep web. It's a page that serves as an index, a directory, that contains all the websites hidden in the depths of the web. If you're looking for something specific on the deep web, and you don't have anyone who can give you the exact uniform resource locator of the site in question, the hidden wiki is the alternative to find it. The hidden wiki contains everything, from curious and fun pages to illegal and horrible sites. Appreciated by some and hated by everyone, with a bit of common sense, who want to keep these sites hidden. It still remains present in the deep web today, but fortunately, accessing it is no longer as easy as it used to be. Number 6. The Chase and John page. It's said and feared that the internet is full of crazy people. That phrase is quite common, but what happens when it becomes reality? Craziness has different levels. Sometimes it stops someone from functioning, other times it makes them more active. He conveys his craziness as clearly and shockingly as possible. By creating a website, I introduce you to John. Nothing is known about the person behind this website. Just 5 minutes on the site are enough to feel uncomfortable, anxious, and even scared. The story behind this website seems to be the following. The woman you see in the photo is a model who was the victim of a traffic accident. Her face was disfigured by burns, but the damage to her face is nothing compared to the psychological trauma she suffered. And this is her website. She sometimes portrays herself as a mannequin, other times as herself, but always wears a mask. The website has a lot of content, but it's very confusing and hard to understand. Product of Demagia without pain and hatred. It's easy to access, but I strongly advise against it if you're easily influenced. Number 5. Sentimental Corp. Number 6. This is a fairly unknown page, but from the little that is known, it's extremely curious. Some claim that it's a portal connected to the Illuminati, but it really seems like the news is fake. Sentimental Corp could be compared to an online psychological laboratory that makes a fierce social critique. The website seems to have been designed to test the visitor's sanity. This is not a joke. Here is proof that shows just how serious its message can be. It contains dozens of videos that last even more than an hour, with cryptic messages, sometimes antisocial aggressive, others almost completely indecipherable. The images are really striking. At first it seems like a very small site, but as you browse it, you realize that it's actually huge. It's so large and complex that it seems only a few people have been able to visit it fully. Number 4. Catapassia Gray. He's not a very well-known character, but believe me, he deserves some attention. In real life, he's an extremely eccentric person. He exists on a very different existential level compared to others. We could call her crazy, but her art is truly extravagant. Catapassia doesn't paint, she doesn't sculpt, she's a professional taxidermist. She stuffs animals. Only, instead of sticking to the classic work, she goes much further than her colleagues and does this. Her website is interesting not only for her writing, but also for photos of her works. Dogs with implants, feline eyes, animals with human hair, a variety of truly terrifying combinations. It's the only website on the internet where you can find something like this, and it causes all kinds of reactions from its visitors. Just thinking that everything you see are real animals. Well, in a word, horrible. Want to decorate your apartment with Catapassia Gray's artwork? Personally, I wouldn't. Number 3, 99 RUOMI. 99 RUOMI is a very strange website. I doubt it was created with malice or bad intentions, but it's true that it can definitely be considered a disturbing site, especially if you go there alone at night with the lights off. If you do it at any other time of day, the effect isn't the same. 99 RUOMI has the ability to gradually unsettle you and make you feel like you're immersed in a labyrinth. Visitors sometimes call it hell, other times a fascinating journey. Every room is enriched with masterful animations and details. If you enter the website with a friend, it's likely that each of you will see different things. It's a living artwork. Number 2, death and hell. There aren't many people who understand Satanism. First of all, we have philosophical Satanism, which is nothing more than a pessimistic agnosticism, but like any other organization, it deserves a certain amount of respect. However, the Death and Hell website is unrelated to this philosophical movement, as it is part of religious Satanism. That is, people who actually worship the Lord of Darkness. Talking about this site is difficult because not many images can be shown. Most of them are too extreme, too disturbing to be included in this video. It's divided into various sections. One of them is titled the Damer Temple, named after one of the most atrocious serial killers in history. The site was created by a person who claims to have died and then come back to life later. It explains how to summon demons, how to access other parallel realities using only the brain, and how to perform black magic rituals. It also contains numerous testimonies from people who claim to have seen hell firsthand. In a nutshell, Death and Hell is the website that any person with a bit of common sense and sanity should avoid. I absolutely do not recommend visiting it. Number 1. The fifth nail. Number 1 in this video could only be reserved for the fifth nail. The fifth nail. The block is disturbing, but from a certain point of view, it's also interesting. Post after post, from the first to the last article, you witness how a hypothetically normal person slowly descends into madness. Joseph was a terrible murderer, but also a skilled writer, and he documented everything in his blog. His transition from normality to madness is something inexplicable. The last post is from 2005, a few weeks before the police caught him. His last post will send a chill down your spine when he shouts, "The demons possess my body." After this last writing, the murders began. Many people came across the site and left terrible, hateful comments towards him, who to this day is serving 6 life sentences in a United States prison. I decided not to include the URLs of the sites in question to prevent them from being too easily accessible. Obviously, everyone is free to look for these sites on the internet, but if you're easily impressionable, I strongly advise against it. I'll finish by saying thank you to my first 53 subscribers to the channel. I uploaded the first video months ago, partly for fun and partly to share my passion for this unusual and unsettling info. This is already an achievement for me, and I hope it's just the beginning. If you enjoyed the video, share it with your friends, give it a like, and subscribe to the channel. I'll gladly keep making videos like this. Thanks. See you next time.